Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Libra May 10, 2022. Today, you instinctively know that taking your time to perfect something will be more satisfying in the long run. Even so, the moon enters your sign later today, and life speeds up, or at least your emotional world does. Also today, Mars moves into your work and health sector, bringing dynamic energy to these areas of life until May 24th. You can be super motivated to get more work done or take better care of your body through more dynamic health and nutrition programs. Difficulties arise if you give in to impatience. It's a good time to sink your teeth into challenging, motivating projects. You tend to pour more energy and passion into your daily affairs, work, or pursuit of health and wellness. There may be some complications concerning your personal relationships. You may feel you can't get through to someone important. The celestial alignment indicates you may be slightly fearful of approaching someone concerning an important subject. If you can overcome your fear, you have a good chance of bridging the gap. Go with the flow. Now that Mars has entered the realms of Pisces, work is going to become remarkably flexible. Your usual routine dissipates as Mars in Pisces is more concerned with an intuitive approach to your work schedule. Work may become more timeless, somewhat directionless, and led by your emotional state. Whatever you feel pulled to do, allow Mars in Pisces to guide you in that process. You may find that it can be difficult to stay on task but rewarding when you use your creativity to complete your professional projects. As the moon wraps up its monthly visit to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, this was always going to leave you with your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination fueled. The moon can't move through without forming a friendly aspect to the planets in your financial sector, but this year this included Mercury, whose return earlier in the week has kicked off a more active phase in this financial year. Choose your words carefully. You tend to do exactly the opposite, hurting some people and might suffer from the consequences for a long time. Reawaken your long-lost diplomatic skills, even if you find it hard. Communicating in an open, honest way makes people more understanding. So much to do with only 24 hours in a day, but you can take care of everything and everyone who needs it. You'll find a good rhythm so you're not always operating at high intensity. If inadequacies surface, they are best dealt with by quietly reflecting on the reason for your feelings and deciding what's best to do about them. When in conversation with someone new, never go on too much about yourself or the past. Talk about something that naturally sheds light on your current situation. Making yourself beautiful for a certain someone may have brought up some health issues. Are you ready to begin taking your diet more seriously? What you put in your mouth goes a long way toward shaping your life. Eventually, as you recently noticed, it has an effect on how you see yourself in the mirror. Why not ask yourself up front how you want to see yourself? Examine your eating habits when you are not hungry, and ask yourself, who do I want to be? Don't be surprised if you've got really itchy feet today. With the effects of today's vibration, you are sure to feel more like going out and doing something of interest than being confined in any way. Why not make the best of this by doing a little planning? Take the time to think of the things you've been meaning to see or do, and then go for it. You are more likely to enjoy yourself on this day than on most others. On the same day that Jupiter is working to make the most of his final hours in your busy work sector, Mercury turns retrograde in an adventurous part of your chart. 10 days into what is normally a 14 to 15-day visit, this will not only keep Mercury in here for another 12 days but will allow the Sun to catch up before he returns for a double-dip visit next month. This is still likely to be a busy day as Jupiter works to leave you with something to keep striving for, sending a signal that the spirit of adventure is sticking around. While Venus' first full week in your relationship sector will get a massive boost from Jupiter's return tomorrow, the planet of love is making the most of a chance to simply listen to your heart. Jupiter's return tomorrow will begin the most important 12 months on the relationship front in over a decade, with Venus offering a chance to first listen to your heart. Our eyes in the sky. Today's waxing Leo moon doesn't make any major connections to planets. The only energy that we will be feeling is the opposition between the moon and Centaur Chiron in Aries. This opposition allows us to take the initiative to promote healing in our lives. It's a great time to reach out to someone and try to make amends. Understanding our role in the demise of a relationship can help us restore its foundation. This is a time of making up rather than tearing apart. Full moon will be extremely potent and intense, which is why today's chill vibe can help us prepare for that fraught energy. If a situation needs work, something you put on the back burner because you didn't want to deal with it, use today's Leo moon to find balance and peace as you resolve matters without arguing. If you wait until tomorrow, things might not go as expected. On the emotional front, this astrological energy will bring new life to our romantic situations and partnerships. The caveat is that Mars, who is a Leo, shares a minor connection with Neptune, who is retrograde in Pisces. That will make it hard for us to make decisions. Instead of moving forward, it's a good time to reflect on the investments before we commit fully to making them. The lesson of the day is to slow down and to contemplate as to what the best choices for us will be. Seeking advice will be beneficial, as long as it's a trusted source who we know won't lead us astray from the best opportunities and results. In the morning, the Leo moon trines to Mercury in Gemini and Virgo, making it easy to connect to others through speech and writing. This is an excellent time to present research, as we will refuse to downplay our knowledge to make things pleasant for others. Yet, we also understand how to draw in our audience by relating to their specific sensibilities. Others find us intelligent, witty, and pleasant to be around. It's an ideal occasion to communicate with family members, specifically siblings or children. In the afternoon, the moon opposes Venus in Sagittarius, causing hiccups in our relationships. Our need for variety can place us in situations where romantic engagements take a back seat. Ordinarily, asking for space won't be a problem here. It is more likely that issues will arise if we make our needs known improperly or fail to consider someone else's needs. The reverse may also be true. We feel neglected in some capacity by another, which makes us go looking for love in all the wrong places.